With Election Day approaching next Monday, we continue to introduce you to candidates running for Lethbridge City Council. Rufa Doria brings experience in business, agriculture, and education to what she hopes will be a future role on council. Rufa, thanks so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you, Naveen. Thank you for having me. Thank you also for having all the candidates to your program. But I think we saved the best for last.
I like that. That's very nicely done. And yes, we do want to give everyone a voice, and so our viewers can make an informed decision come voting day. Now, I wanted to get to know you a little bit more. You've lived in Lethbridge for the last 15 years.
Yes,
what attracted you to our city when you came here in 2010?
Oh, okay. Thank you for that information. I want to share that right after my PhD graduation from McGill University, I moved here in 2010 to work at the research center. Okay, so I worked there. Then at that very moment, I feel that I'm connected to Lethbridge. Lethbridge is a very nice place to live in. What is the most important thing is Lethbridge is driven by, the economy of Lethbridge is driven by agriculture, and that's connect me so much to be here in Lethbridge.
Yeah, Southern Alberta, we really are like Canada's bread-basket and the produce section, especially when it comes to vegetables. Now, you've also been deeply involved in community service, so tell us about that and how that's shaped your view of our city.
Yes, that was, I think, 2017 that I was elected to lead as the president of the Lethbridge Canadian-Filipino Association. And then, I think 2 years after, I was also the vice president of the Southern Alberta Ethnic Association.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was so humbled and honored in 2022 that I was given the Queen Elizabeth II Jubilee Medal for my community service.
Congratulations.
So, thank you, Naveen. What we are portraying here is we can showcase that we are friends, we are neighbors around, like whatever ethnicity we have. And Lethbridge is very welcoming. So that is why I want to be a part of the city to be with our different communities here in the city of Lethbridge.
So let's talk about what the top issues are here. So what are they? Because I understand you've got 3 main pillars. Let's hear about them.
Yes, my platforms are divided into 3 main pillars. 1, agriculture first, and then affordability, and also the safe neighborhoods. So I put agriculture first again as I moved here in 2010. I saw that our economy here is driven by agriculture, not only farming, but production, manufacturing, even our farmers market. Like they are the driving force for our economy here in Alberta. So that's why I want to put that. I will support all the activities related to agriculture in terms of innovation or agricultural research, so that we cannot forget that these are our roots, and at the same time we can celebrate that is our future and the main driver for our economy.
And then when you look at our current city council, what are some areas of concern for you? What needs to be changed? Let's say today was your first day in council with the current administration, and today was day 1. What do you think needs to change? And you don't have to name names.
Oh no. I run for City Council, Nabin, because I believe that I have the skill set to help come out with a responsible decision moving forward for our city. As I said, my background is agricultural engineer. I am also a business owner and a community leader. And with those experiences, I was able to experience like having different views around the table, and we need to know and we need to study on how to come up what is the best for our city. We need to study the positive, the negative part of the issue at hand, and based on that, we can move forward in order to come up with a responsible decision.
And one of those pillars you talked about was safe neighborhoods. Now, crime has been an issue in our city for many years. Now, I've heard that the crime has improved, and Lethbridge is a bit of a safer city because of that. What more needs to be done when it comes to keeping our community safe?
That's a very good question, Naveen. Yes, it's very good that our crime rate decreases lately, but yes, there are still more to be done. We want to. If elected, I want to have a holistic approach in this situation. We have to not only look into the policing part, that part of taking the people out of the city, but out of the streets, by the way. But we have also to look into the mental health, the other issues. We have to tap the social services in order for us to know what are really the main issue of this particular group of people. We need to be compassionate. We need to put them into a situation that they are also people like us. We have to know what are their main concerns, housing maybe, or their addiction, or maybe their mental health. So we have to look into that as a whole holistic part, not only a one-part solution.
And you talked about your background in agriculture, so I want to hear more about that and how you would help our thriving agricultural sector here in southern Alberta.
Yes, Naveen. As I mentioned, the first time I moved here in Alberta, southern Alberta, is I really feel that I love the city because it is driven by agriculture, and that is my background. I am an agricultural engineer. I want to support, if elected in this election, I want to support all the programs that are put into here for agriculture related, because agriculture is not only the farming aspect. Our production, our manufacturing, all other activities are anchored on agriculture. So they are our main drivers for our economy.
And then you had mentioned that you were a former vice president of the Southern Alberta Ethnic Association, and I'm interested to hear how you would bring different communities together, because we're such a diverse and multicultural city.
That's really true, Naveen. Lethbridge is so diverse. Okay, so we want to showcase all groups like Filipino Association or the Chinese community or the Vietnamese community. They are part of our city. We can showcase the culture of each of our communities, not only our talents, but also the food. We can also showcase how we can help. And we are friends, we are neighbors, so there must be a good, what is the term? Social cohesion that can be brought into the city. And that will make our city vibrant, and as we work together, then we can move forward.
And then what about our Indigenous community? I mean, it's no surprise that, or it's a nice, happy coincidence that the Blood Tribe, the largest reserve in Canada, is right in our backyard. So how would you get the Indigenous community more integrated and involved and really feel accepted as part of our community?
Oh, Naveen, I think there are a lot of programs offered by the city for all our groups, like as you mentioned, the Blackfoot community. I think we need to be more welcoming because they are our friends, they are our neighbors, and even the university, they already welcome or come up with programs for the Indigenous students. And then we have to appreciate they are the roots. You know, although the Lethbridge is growing, I think we are looking forward for the growth of the city, but we have also to preserve our identity. So they are part of our city, and then we can help them in coming up with more programs that is good for our city.
You talked about how our city is growing, and I think a lot of people are coming to Lethbridge, not just because of the Alberta advantage, but because Lethbridge generally is an affordable place to live. So that can also mean that we have to make changes to our infrastructure. What are some things that come to mind that are important for us to help scale up Lethbridge's infrastructure?
Yes, I agree with your observation, Naveen, that Lethbridge is growing. I think there are a lot of people will come here because they feel that Lethbridge is a very welcoming place, a very nice place. Yes, we need to, how can we say, we need to put into, I think we need to have our infrastructure be placed for our growing city. However, we need also to consider the budget that we have. Like, we have to pace our budget with the growth of the city.
It's a real balance between taxation and spending, isn't it?
It is really, Naveen. That is why we need to be very articulate. We need to be very observant on how our money will be spent, because it's a taxpayer's money, and how it will be spent efficiently for the future of our growing city.
Rufa Doria is vying for a seat on Lethbridge City Council in next week's civic election. Rufa, thank you so much for being with us today, and good luck on the campaign trail.
Thank you, Naveen. Thank you, Naveen.
I'm Naveen Day. On behalf of all of us here at Bridge City News, thanks for watching.